Congratulations on Player of the Week. Can you describe, why you were successful in getting the 3 sacks on Sunday and your perspective of that unbelievable hit on Derek Carr?
Uh, I think I was successful in getting 3 sacks all because of the other 10 guys around me that's on the field at the time when I made those plays. I think everything that I do on the field go hand in hand with what they do, without great coverage, and a great pass rush, it all works together. So I credit everything to the guys around me. And, I credit it to God, for my athletic ability to be able to make those plays. And as far as the hit on Derek Carr, that play that they ran, we had worked that play so many times against the exact defense that we call against that play. So I knew what the play was going to be. They wanted like a throwback to Jason Witten. And I knew Lavonte David was going to take that throwback away. And I just manned the middle of the field. But the thing I didn't see coming was him scrambling for the first down. But, we knowing he used his legs all night. That's where a lot of their rushing yards came from. So my whole thing was not to let him get the first down. And I just felt like if I was able to get a hit on him, I wanted to, get an impact hit.
And with the way your defense is playing and the way Tom Brady is playing, do you feel like you have the confidence you guys might be the best team in the NFC? Are you looking forward to showing that on national TV the next 2 weeks?
Oh, we just looking to just win the next game. I think that's the most important thing right now for us because, when we went to Chicago, we knew we was the better team, but we didn't show up. So I think the only thing now is just showing up for the game that's scheduled, and not looking for 2 weeks or, whatnot. We're just looking for this week. So I think the only focus for us is Monday night and just going out there, to show that we are who we playing like. And, last week, Ty Boyd said, we played average. We played well enough to win, but we played average on defense. So, that's just another task that we got to go out and, we got to prove to our coaching staff and, to ourselves that, hey, if we're going to hold ourselves to a standard, we got to, show up every time, it's time to play when the lights come on.
Thanks, Devin.
Next question will come from Jenna Lane.
Hey, Devin. What makes this combination of you and Lavonte David work so well together? Your strengths, his strengths, and how you guys pair together?
Yeah, I think the number one thing for us is neither one of us is selfish. We don't care who got the hot hand, who making the plays, who pass rushing better that day. It don't really matter. We just want to win football games. So I think that's where it all started, for us. And then I think the second thing is, man, we very similar in a lot of ways as far as attributes on the field. As far as you saying speed, tackling, being able to pass rush, being able to hold receivers and running backs and tight ends. We do a great job of that. So we basically interchangeable. So having 2 of the same guys on the field that's playing well, that's a great thing to have, especially if you're a defensive coordinator, having 2 of the same guys that's playing well and kind of got the same similarities. So I think that's the number one thing. But I think us not being selfish is what, help us.
And what about having a 9-year vet with his attributes that are so similar to yours? How has that helped you have the success that you've had right away?
It just helped me for I say more for his film. Because he'll film guru because he done seen everything. He done played against a lot of these teams. He know how teams going to attack them. He kind of knows situations. He know a lot of detail-oriented things. And I think that's what he helped me strive at. So I pick up on those things and, I'm just getting better and better because I'm willing to learn, and that's the thing about leaders. Even leaders got to be great listeners. And I think that's one thing that I pride myself on is listening to everybody else and learning from their mistakes or learning whatever they got to give me, whatever they got, I call it free game. And I just take it and I add it to my game and I run with it. And it shows.
Thanks, Devin.
Next question will come from Greg Allman. Please make sure to raise your hand if you have a question.
Hey, Devin, I know you didn't play in the Giants game last year because you were hurt. But beyond that, I just want to ask you where you think this defense is the most different this time you face the Giants and Daniel Jones and that team compared to last year when things didn't go the way you wanted to?
I think this year our secondary going to come out and make a statement. I think they're going to make a lot of plays on the back end. I mean, and it's going to generate from the pass rush up front that's been there, even last year and this year. And like I said, we work hand in hand, but even sometimes when we get sacks up front, it's because those guys doing a hell of a job in the back end of just being blanket. They blanketing receivers. So I think this is going to be a game for them to come out and make a lot of plays. I think they're going to try to throw the ball, because, obviously they don't have their best running back, but they got great running backs still. So they're going to try to get that going as well. And, if we can stop Daniel Jones from using his feet and making pass the ball, I think it'll be a great game for our secondary.
Devin, this is just year 2 for you, but for the Bucs in general, being 5-2, being on top of the division, how do you think this team handles just the expectation of winning and the higher demands that come with that?
I mean, we got a great coach that have won games before, and he know how to just, we just got to keep working. He don't come in here and praise us on when we get in here and talk. Like even after the win, he tell us the things that we did wrong all the time. So he kind of keep you really humble. And we got a winning quarterback. We got a guy who understands the next step. And you got a guy like that leading the team. I mean, what he can lead you to. So I think the number one thing is everybody is bought in. It's nobody, no selfishness on the team. And I can point it out, like you got Jordan Whitehead playing great football this season. And, he come out the game sometimes and Mike Edwards get in and Mike Edwards make plays and, those guys rotating and, however it is, like you just got everybody just willing to do what they can do to contribute to team success. And I think that's the number one thing is everybody just want team success. So nobody getting a big head, nobody, trying to be selfish, nobody trying to go out and do something that they don't have to do that can hurt the team. And that's why I applaud first BA. Because, he keeping everybody grounded. And then Tom, he's a great leader. He's a great leader without even saying anything. His resume just speaks for itself. So, I mean, I'm really glad to be playing for BA and to be playing with Tom.
Thanks, Deb.
We'll go back to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Devin, Greg already said this, that you didn't play against Daniel Jones and the Giants last year, but how hard was that for you to watch on the sideline, not able to do anything when the Giants came back from that 18-point deficit to win?
I mean, it was hard because, it's hard to win in this league. And any given Sunday, any team can win, whether they got a losing record or a winning record. So, that's one of those things when you got to bring it. And, I feel like I'm the guy that's going to keep the team together even when we up by a lot or we down by a little, because there's always that mentality that I go out there with every time that I step on the field. So I feel like I could have been a big help, but, it is what it is. That game in the past and, it's a new team, it's a new mindset. So, and, everything is going to be different now. So we just got to focus on getting a 2020 win off the Giants and, let that last year loss stay in the past.
Trust, I know, is such an important thing for every guy on defense, right? You guys have to work as one, but how important is it specifically for you and for Levante to have that trust with one another?
Yeah, it's very important, but I think that we gain it throughout the week, because everything that we do on Sunday, we have already prepared for it from Monday to Saturday. And, he know that I'm on cue because I'm not messing things up in practice. And I don't got to worry about Levante ever messing nothing up. I just know he gonna come up, he gonna bring it. It's just, I'm the younger guy. So, I can have a mental lapse sometimes or whatnot. So I know he just makes sure that I'm on my P's and Q's and, I already know he gonna be on his. So we kind of feed off one another and, he make plays, I get fired up. I make plays, he get fired up, and we just match each other intensity out there.
Thanks, Devin.
Next will be Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Devin, congratulations on the award. I wanted to ask you, you guys were robbed of being on Sunday Night Football due to the Raiders' COVID test and getting that game pushed to 4 o'clock. But you enter a stretch now where you're playing on Monday Night Football against the Giants. You'll be playing against the Saints on Sunday Night Football. The Chiefs are coming to town. The Rams will be on Monday Night Football and Ray J. How excited are you as a young football team to get on the national landscape and show the nation how good the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are?
Sure, I don't know. I don't know. It's a great thing that we get to play primetime games, but I mean, it's just even greater joy that we just get to play football, period. I think that's where, it all starts. Like, I mean, it really don't matter if you're playing on a national game because all you got to do is win. The win is the only thing that matters is just winning. So that's what we're trying to focus on is just getting W's and stacking them, whether we playing 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. That really don't matter. But, we got to focus. We got to be a different type of focus when it's time for a Monday night game because you get an extra day of preparation. And I think that's where we excel in, especially myself, having even more time to study offense or, get more keys in or get more reps of going over what that team like to do. So I just say it's a weekly thing. So those other games really don't matter right now. But this Monday night game, this is a very important game because it's the next game. And, I know we gearing up for it right now. We got a lot of work to put in. No game is going to be a gimme, because every time you suit up, you got a job to do. And I know everybody want to keep their job in this league, especially me. So, I mean, it's just more work to be done.
Thank you, Devin.
Next will be Kevin O'Donnell.
Hey, Devin, you guys as a team have really cleaned up your penalties following that Chicago game 2 weeks ago against the Packers and then for this last week against the Raiders. Is there an internal challenge that you guys got together and really have pushed each other to play cleanly? And do you have penalties that you impose on each other if you come up with penalties?
I mean, every group has something different in their room as far as penalties. So, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but just as far as a team, it's understood that, you can't win in this league by beating yourselves and you beat yourself by getting penalties. So, I mean, we want to be winners. Like, we doing everything that's in our wheelhouse to win football games. And, I mean, that's an easy step to take is, not getting a penalty, just being on side, especially pre-snap penalties. BA hates pre-snap penalties, but he can deal with post-snap penalties because that means you're working hard, playing hard. So, I mean, that's just the biggest thing is we want to win football games and we want to be the most disciplined team. We want to be the most physical team. And it's just something that we just always emphasize in means, and it's something we work on in practice because, I mean, I don't know how much y'all see us practice, but, I mean, we practice like we play. We practice hard. Everybody hustling, everybody getting after it, everybody having fun. So I say that's the biggest thing is just addressing the issue and, standing on it. Like, we standing on everything we said. Like, we don't want to be the most penalized team. So I feel like we're cleaning it up. We still got ways to go, still can continue to improve. But, I mean, we're doing a great job. And, we've got great leaders around here that's emphasizing those things because I always, like, jump off sides. I always give my D-lineman a call that, remind them, hey, watch the ball. Because, people get antsy at times. So, I mean, I feel like we're just working, together and it's paying off.
Is there a fine line between being very aggressive and then crossing the line of causing a penalty?
Yeah, I mean, we want you to be aggressive. That's just like Shaq got a penalty that wiped away Mike Pick, but I mean that's Shaq just been getting off the ball. That's just what he do. So we can't kill him for doing what he do because at the end of the day, that might not get called or it might be just that close and he get a sack and we gonna be praising him. So you can't just be that type of guy. So we're going to stick with him whether he was right or wrong. But, we're going to encourage him, hey, make sure you time it up right on time. Don't be an inch early because, just bang, bang like that can take away a turnover for us. And that would have been a vital turnover in that possession because I think they end up scoring. So, I mean, it is what it is. We can't go back, So, I mean, we just got to, put emphasis on it and keep going forward.
Last question will come from Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Devin, as the quarterback of the defense, how has the quarterback of the offense, Tom Brady, helped your game specifically since he's been in Tampa? How has he helped you as a player?
Training camp going against him, I mean, he gave me great looks. He was a person that he going to put the ball where it needed to be when it needed to be there. So I know he helped me as far as that part. But, I mean, when the season started, we go against scout teams. So I think my game just come from just, working with my inside linebacker coach, Coach Caldwell from number one. I mean, he teaches me a lot of things for a guy like himself, that played 11 years in his league. And, and then playing with Levante and having Kevin right there alongside him that played a lot of great football too, and just feeding off those guys instead of learning. And then a thing that I do, I watch guys around the league, and I kind of take notes of what they doing and good and bad, and try to mix some of it in my game. So I'm always looking to get better, because I mean it's gonna be times where I'm not gonna have just standout games, but I still want to be able to play great for my team. So I just make sure I'm doing the right thing for my team, and like Todd Boyd say, when the plays come to you, make the plays, because you ain't gonna get them all the time. So when it's time for me to make a play, I'm trying to make that play.
We'll go one more with Rick Stroud.
Devin, I just wanted to ask you, what linebackers or players do you watch?
What linebackers I watch?
Yeah, you said you watch other guys around the league, try to pick up things. Are there any guys that you like to watch in the league?
Oh yeah, I like watching Bobby Wagner. I feel like he played at a great level. Also Levante David, I always watch film on him and see how he reading and reacting, and it's good to be able to see him throughout practice. And I was watching I watch a lot of people. It's just different people. I ain't gonna call everybody, but I mean it's just different people, and it's easier to watch people. The linebackers when we finna play that team. So, and I'm watching film on teams that played the Giants. I watch and see what their linebackers did, how they, handled the blockers, the linemen, did they pass rush, and how they pass rushed on the back, what moves did they use. So I watch a lot of people. So it's not just like standout guys. I even watch the people that might not have a big name for themselves, but they played against the team that we are playing now. So when I'm watching film, I'm going to go watch, hey, the Giants just played this team. They played the Cowboys. What did the Cowboys linebackers do? So, I mean, that's what I mean when I watch film on other guys.
Gotcha. Thanks, Devin.
All right, that's all we have time for. Appreciate the time, Devin.
All right, thank you. I have a blessed day.